So today I'm going to be bringing you guys something a little different. I've got right here some Overwatch gameplay as Ana. It's going to post-commentate. Never done that before. So those of you that are unfamiliar with Overwatch, there might be some of you, basically think League of Legends meets Team Fortress 2. It's probably going to piss some people off. Now Ana's a simple enough character to grasp, though she requires quite a bit of mechanical skill with her kit to optimize it perfectly. The first thing you need to know is she's a sniper. Her bullets hurt enemies and heal friendlies, which is good. She has a grenade that hurts enemies and heals friendlies and makes it so that enemies can't be healed. She has a sleep dart that makes people go to sleep, you know, like a dart that makes people go to sleep. Now, Ana is a support. She's a healer, so she's going to be spending a lot more time shooting her teammates in the ass than dealing damage or killing people, just hoping that they're going to be able to stay alive and do their job.
They probably won't be.
But that's what I like about Ana. She's more proactive than the other supports. She can get in there, make those big plays, and assist in massive team wipes with a properly timed ultimate. And if your team's competent and you know what you're doing...
Everyone dies.
Yeah, so I'm new to this whole post-commentary thing. I haven't really watched this game back too many times at all. I watched a portion of it. But, if you're wondering what's going on in the chat right there, I just said hi to someone as if I knew them and asked them how they were, and then they just left because I guess I'm toxic. I'm the problem with Overwatch. But let's save ourselves some time and cut forward a bit here. Don't mind me while I'm inside the Roadhog. It's my job, I'm a support. So yeah, pretty much this whole video is a bunch of firsts for me. I mean, you're catching me playing in a 4-stack. I'm grouped with 3 other people. I don't know them. I'm not communicating with them. The Tracer on our team was talking in a group chat sometimes, but I didn't bother. I could have, but I was watching TV, and I'd rather watch TV than talk on the mic. Because this is arcade mode, which you'll see it's no limits. So right here I'm just doing Ana's job. I'm strafing around like a maniac and just shooting my tank in the ass over and over again, which is mostly what you're going to be doing. And there's one of the problems I always have with Ana. You have hard times sometimes shooting enemies because your teammates are so fucking fat. They block your grenades, they block your bullets. There's so many situations where I've wanted to pick someone off, but I couldn't because our skinny little Tracer somehow has a hitbox the size of a fucking billboard. As you can see, I am getting used to a new sensitivity that should be pretty apparent. My accuracy is not that great. I'd like to say I'm pretty warmed up by this point. I got the sleep dart on the enemy Bastion, kept our Roadhog alive, he's able to kill the Bastion. That's some great team play there, if I do say so. One thing I think I did pretty well in this game was I did all my sleep darts pretty consistently. And I missed some, but I usually don't do as well with the sleep darts. There you go. I missed one. But right there, yeah, our team's working together quite nicely. We're grouped up. Our Junkrat had the most delayed ultimate I've ever seen in my life. And we're just kind of deathballing a bit. I don't know how I missed that sleep. That was pathetic. I shouldn't have said anything about my sleep darts, and right here I need to prioritize a bit better, heal the Reinhardt as opposed to keeping the Roadhog alive. I completely deserved to die there. My positioning was definitely off, though I will say, since we're just playing in quick play, there's no real coordination. The team's going to be out of position a lot, and it's hard to get a full view on everyone when no one's grouped. Positioning's really important with Ana, which is why playing her in quick play can be a bit of a chore, because you have to find a spot where you're safe, but where you can see your team and the enemy team at the same time, and when everyone's just spread out in 360 degrees, you can't give you line of sight, you know, like, what are you supposed to do, really? Now this here is what I was talking about in the opening with the positioning. Did I mention positioning in the opening? I feel like I did, but I might not have. You need to position yourself in a good place. Our Reinhardt and our Roadhog are a bit forward, but that doesn't really matter. Ana just needs to keep herself back. Especially on this map, this bridge is a really good place to stand. You have a good field of view over the battlefield. You can only get flanked from one direction that you can't keep an eye on, and it's that little doorway to the left. So you're pretty safe up here. Roadhog's watching the choke at the top, and our Reinhardt's watching the choke at the bottom with our Zenyatta, who is doing a pretty good job. I think I was pretty pissed at our Zen because he managed to out-heal me in several games, which is embarrassing. He just kept getting really good transcendences. But he always said thank you to me whenever I healed him, so I can't be angry at him. That's some pro Overwatch etiquette right there. You say thanks to your healers and they'll heal you more aggressively, I guess. So at this point I think the enemy team was figuring, yeah, let's try flanking, because the choke point isn't working. The Genji challenges me and fails miserably and then fucks off. The other Genji on the other... Oh, this is... This is where the Bastion flanks me. Because not only do they have an attack Bastion, they have an attack flanking Bastion. Maybe that's a new meta. And he's trying to be stealthy. I don't know what the hell he's doing. So yeah, I just kind of follow him, and... I mean, I kind of wanted to just say hi to him. Zero Samurai, that guy, I think he got really pissed at me over the course of this game, because I think 80% of my sleep darts were on him. It just... Like I was focusing him. Yeah, one of the things that you'll probably notice with me in this game, quite soon even, is that I'm not very good with Ana's unscoped shots. She fires hit scan when she's scoped in, which means the shot will instantly hit its mark. But that was a nice sleep. I'm going to compliment myself on that and mess up this Genji's day. But yeah, her hip fire is a projectile, which means it won't fire instantly. It doesn't hit the target instantly. It's like there's like a small delay on it. So I'm really bad with it. I don't do projectiles well. I do hit scan fairly well. So that situation where I was chasing down the Genji, I decided to punch him instead of try to shoot. This is another example of it. I can't for the life of me use her projectile very well. But I can sleep them when they're stationary. At this point, my team decides to come up with me to top, which I think they should have done a bit sooner. I mean, they would have gotten a few less picks, but I mean, I've just been holding this position pretty easily. I've been flanked a few times, but the flankers were bad, so nothing really came of it. And oh yeah, Zero Samurai switches to Reaper, and I proceed to bully him again, just as Reaper as opposed to Genji. And I missed the sleep dart there. I really should have hit that. It wasn't a hard one to hit. Yeah, our Winston decides to stay Winston, even though the enemy team picks up a Reaper or two, which is probably a bad idea. We're triple tanking, which is great, but Winston is not very strong against Reaper. He just does so much more damage than Winston can. And here's probably my favorite sleep dart, if I'm thinking. Oh, no, it's not. Not the right part. Give me a second. Wait for it. Wait for it. Keep waiting. Here it is. This is why I like playing Ana. Like, everything else about her kit is secondary. I just really love the sleep darts. I mean, if I were in a more goofing around mood, I would have started teabagging him and asking him if he's scared. But, you know, just quickly nading him and running off is pretty good as well. And fucking Tracer just scared the hell out of me. I forgot that people were talking in this. Maybe I should have the audio off. I don't know. How do people do post commentaries? We got some more flankers coming in. This time they don't choose to engage me for whatever reason. Can't imagine why. And there's the fucking third sleep dart on the same guy. And finally McCree puts an end to my reign of terror by flashbanging me and shooting me twice in the body. Even though I was stationary and he should have been able to hit me in the head. I'm not going to be a dick. I already was a dick. Whatever. Fuck McCree. So yeah, this is the part where things start to fall apart a bit. Our team got a bit staggered because when the main healer goes down, the tanks are going to die. And when the tanks die, the secondary healer is going to go down. And then the main healer gets back, she's not going to have anyone to heal. So you just have to either choose to regroup and let the other characters die, or start trickling in hopes of, you know, stemming the blood loss, pretty much. Right here, I think, was a poor situational awareness on my part. I should have been a bit more focused on the enemy as opposed to spam healing an already healing Roadhog, and then should have been more focused on the Roadhog when he wasn't healing himself. I fucked that up pretty badly, and our Zen, on top of that, fucks up his ult, so both supports kind of threw a bit there, and both supports being down makes it extremely hard for the tanks to do anything, especially when one of the tanks is being horrifically countered by two of the characters on the enemy team. But yeah, we lose that point. We held it for a good while, and I was thinking to myself, this has been a really good game. I hope we don't actually lose it, because that would be a shame. Because, like, you can't put up footage of yourself playing Overwatch on the internet if you lose in that game. I'm not sure why Reinhardt engaged here, but I slept the Reaper again. It works out. I mean, this is why I like playing support. When you get your teammates being kind of dumb and over-aggressive, you can always help them, which is nice. It's always nice to bail someone out so they owe you, and I don't know how I even killed that Zenyatta. That was nice. And I think Ana's probably the best one. Lucio's good at it too, just, speed boosting them out of bad situations. But Ana just heals so much damage and from so far away. So right here we're trying to regroup for the most part. Like, there's no communication here, but I think our team was fairly organized, all things considered. My placement here is probably subpar. I should have been up where the Winston is, the big monkey boy. Maybe back up on the trailer behind. I'm not sure if I didn't heal the Reinhardt fast enough, or if he dropped his shield for a moment and just got melted by burst damage, but as if to overcompensate, I start to spam heal full health tanks, and here's a Pharah ulting, so I have to sleeper. I love the sleep turret, and they switched to double tracer at this point, which I don't think it did anything in particular. Their comp before was working pretty well with the double reapers. They got the point. I don't know why they swapped to 2 tracers. This is the same guy I slept like 5 times. That was fucking targeted. He came straight for me.
Nice, Ryan.
He walked right past Reinhardt and just ulted on me, which let our Reinhardt just do a complete team wipe, which will be play of the game, by the way. Not to spoil anything for you. But yeah, I'd have been pretty triggered if I were that Reaper as well. So we actually managed to hold through that last push. We've got one more coming up. The enemy team's going to regroup, come in one more time. I'm not healing Winston. Zenyatta's picked up my slack because I'm sucking. I shoot the floor. I hit a tracer. Somehow I miss. And I let our fucking Zenyatta die. I'm reloading so I can't heal all our tanks. I remember thinking, I'm throwing so hard because everyone's critical and I can't heal them all. I just nano boost whoever is in front of me. I didn't even look. I should have nano boosted the Winston. Like I was like, I don't want to lose this game. It was so good. I can't put it on the internet if I lose. People are gonna laugh at me. But it worked out. And at the end here, I stopped to type GG, and I think that the Reaper finally gets to kill the Roadhog. I know he wanted it to. Yeah, so here's the part where Reaper says fuck it to the Reinhardt and goes straight for the guy who's been bullying him the entire game. Like, look at that, not even an attempt to acknowledge the Reinhardt. Just straight past him, ults directly on me, gets killed by the Zenyatta. I mean, it's good enough. You have to kill the supports first. And there's my 12,000 healing, which I'm somewhat happy with. But yeah. You have to kill the supports, obviously. They left me alive for way too long that game. I was able to keep so many people up that entire time, just heal them through so much. That's what Ana does. She just heals people through so much damage, and they needed to kill me a lot sooner. But yeah, that's the footage. It's gone. I didn't time this right. Alright, so if you guys enjoyed this video, no need to do the whole like, comment, subscribe bullshit. Like, fuck this channel. But if you enjoyed, do let me know, so I know if I should bother recording more Overwatch shit. If not, let me know that you didn't enjoy it, and I will kill myself. So yeah. Have a nice day, you bastards.